All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are continuing our dominance series. In this video, I want to showcase to you guys what it looks like when a woman enters a relationship with a man who has a lack of leadership and she is not being properly dominated. She does not have a proper program that she is following when it comes to your leadership or your dominance as a man. Now, I will say this is more of an extreme example. However, I want you to take everything that you're going to see in this video, and instead of it being expressed like this, I want you to imagine that a lot of women have these types of feelings internally, meaning they're not going to express it the same way that she's expressing it. However, they feel this on the inside, which will cause problems on the outside. So I'm going to let the video play all the way through, and then we're going to break it down and talk about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video.
I don't understand what's going on, and you're leaving me hanging, and it's causing problems, it's causing fights, because I don't understand what we're doing! I need to be kept up to date! I don't process things normally!
Dude, I've known you for 2 goddamn days! What?
I
don't know how to get
So now that you've seen the video, the first thing that probably shocked all of us was just how irate and crazy she was acting. That's fine. I'm going to play it again. However, what I want you to do is pay closer to ignore the emotions, right? But pay close attention to the language that she's saying. What is she communicating? Okay, listen to the language. Try to ignore the emotions. Let's get into it.
I don't understand what's going on, and you're leaving me hanging, and
I don't understand what's going on and you're leaving me hanging. That tells me that there is a lack of communication between the two. Let's continue.
it's causing problems, it's causing fights, because I don't understand what we're doing!
Right. So if you don't understand what you're doing, there's a lack of communication. She doesn't know whether to go left, to go right, to go up, to go down, to go diagonal, meaning that she is the type of woman that all you have to do is tell her what to do and she's going to do it. A lot of men have trouble with that because they think there's going to be some sort of limits to this, when in reality, she feels whole when you are telling her, hey, do this, 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 that, and the third. Okay, let's continue.
I need to be kept up to date!
She needs to be updated on what her position is and the plan that describes her. I wouldn't go as far as telling her the entire plan because, again, she's not here to think about that. She's here to follow directions. And again, this is active communication. She's not saying, hey, we need to come up with a plan together. No, she's saying, I don't know what's going on. You're not communicating with me. So again, your job is not to tell her the entire plan, because she 9 times out of 10 doesn't give a fuck about the entire plan. She just wants to know her role and what she has to do and how it could potentially help. And that is something that's extremely important, because if I asked you, what is that for your relationship today? What is that for your women or the women in your life? What answer could you tell me? And without that, that's going to lead her to feel these types of emotions.
I don't process things normally!
Dude, I've
She processed things just fine.
known you for 2 goddamn days!
And again, him saying that in normie world, people be like, oh my God, 2 days? What? Oh my God, oh, that's so crazy. And yeah, low key, it is crazy. But in their world, that's crazy. When you're talking about somebody who is riding in your car like this and she is under your leadership, 2 days is far too long. The moment she's with me, I'm immediately putting her into the program, because why else is she with me if not to follow the program? Now, again, if we were in middle school, high school, you know what I'm saying, and we have nothing going on and we can just have puppy love all day, then that's whatever. But we're talking about people who are 25 plus. We're grown folks by now. That means every single one of us, at least as men, we have a mission to obtain. And so if you have a mission to obtain, then there's going to be a way for somebody to help you or support you. God made women to be a helpmate. And if you subscribe to that, then you have to make sure that you communicate on how this woman can help you in whatever it is that you are doing. Now, let me go ahead and go through this and talk about things how I would handle this situation. First things first, I want to ask you guys, you could comment down below, how would you handle this situation? At least what she's talking about. And with that, I'm going to talk about what I would do in this situation if this was me and whatever. So let's go ahead and continue.
I don't understand what's going on, and you're leaving me hanging, and it's causing problems, it's causing fights, because I don't understand what we're doing!
First of all, you're able to communicate with me like an adult without your screaming and yelling. So you're going to have to tone that down. If you're not going to tone that down, then this conversation is over and I'm going to drop you off and you can go about your business. That's number one. I'm going to demand respect off the rip.
I need to be kept up to date. I don't process things normally.
Dude, I've known you for 2 goddamn.
Number two, you have your feet on the dash. Absolutely not. I don't care that my car looks like it's from 2002. You're not going to put your feet out on the dash. And even and let me be honest with you guys. I'm going to take it a step farther because that's just the type of person I am. We're actually going to go to the gas station. We're going to go to Walmart. We're going to go to AutoZone, whatever. We're going to get wipes. And she's going to clean that part of the car because are you insane? Why would you be putting your dirty, disgusting bottom of your shoe on my car? You get what I'm saying? So you're going to have to clean that up. And I'm going to make her clean that up. And by make her, I don't mean force her to do anything. No, I'm going to say you're going to have to clean this up. And if she doesn't want to clean that up, that's fine. I'll clean it up myself. But this is going to be the last time that we're hanging out or talking again. Continue.
Days!
Number two, you don't have to yell at that girl. He doesn't have to yell at her. I understand that she's yelling and so he's yelling back. But when I'm having a conversation like this, you're not going to scream at me. You better understand who you're talking to.
I don't know how to communicate.
Yeah, that once we've hit that point, there's no coming back. I know a lot of dudes will stick by it, and I'm sure this guy who recorded this video is sticking by her. The moment she hits one of these, I'm going to keep it calm, cool, respect it. I'm like, you know what, that's cool. Let's go out to eat. Let's talk about it. Moment she gets out that car and she goes into the restaurant, but like, I'm going to be in there in a second. I'm driving off and never talking to her again, blocking her on everything. There's absolutely zero excuses that you as a grown woman to act like this. Now, again, like I said, she probably has some mental health issue. Maybe she's done hard drugs in her youth and it completely fried her brain and now she's acting irate like this. I'm sure if you've been dating or you've been in the social world long enough, you've probably met a woman like this once or twice. And while it could be some positives that we're not going to talk about, it's just overall going to be a disaster because as much as I understand these types of women to be great when it comes to playing their position, when they enter this mode, there is no coming back from that. And it's essentially letting off a bomb in your operation. And that's not something that you want to do. So the moment she hits one of these, she's going crazy, it's immediately done because I need her to understand that when you are in the presence of a man like me, you better be on your best behavior. And this is not your best behavior. And the best way to teach somebody this is by leaving. Most guys fail in their leadership, fail in their dominance because they're not willing to accept the absolute reality. The absolute reality is I'm going to have to let this broad go. And again, not only does that strengthen you, but it trains her to say, you know what, the next time I'm in the presence of a man like that, let me make sure I'm on my best behavior. And if that has to require you to sacrifice her as far as the relationship between you, that's how it's going to be. So again, let's go ahead and come back some more. I feel like I'm missing something here. So I'm going to play it one more time, and we're going to see if I'm missing something.
I don't understand what's going on, and you're leaving me hanging, and it's causing problems. It's causing fights because I don't understand what we're doing.
Right. So that's when I want to get into my last point here, and that's having a program as a man. When you have a program as a man, it simply boils down to what is your mission in life? Now, when I say your mission in life, a lot of people like to blow these things out of proportion. They're thinking like, oh, my mission has to be to save the world or end world hunger. No, not at all. Whatever your mission is, you should be understanding what are the things that you have to do on a daily basis that's going to move that needle forward. But at the same time, if you were to have help, what could your a woman do? Or whoever decides they want to be in your life, what can they do to help you out, right? What can they do what are the actions that they can do every day that's going to help you in achieving this goal? Most dudes feel like they have to be lone wolves. Most dudes feel like they have to have a woman and her only job is just to sit pretty and reap the rewards and the benefits of being with you. And that's absolutely ridiculous, ludicrous even. If she's going to be a part of your program, she's ultimately going to want to help. And that's one of the things that I've realized talking to women who are, what's the word I'm looking for, who are receptive to the type of dominance and leadership that I'm talking about. They are super eager to want to help. They want to be in that position. And so it's up to you to be able to tell her like, hey, I need you to do this. Hey, I need you to do this. Hey, I need you to do this. And she's going to complete that. And of course, The women who are not up for that, the women who are just here to use you and to not contribute to anything, they're going to show themselves relatively quickly by not by telling you what you want to hear, but then their actions are going to be the opposite. And in fact, there was my last video. Somebody commented, a woman commented, and she was basically talking about why is she responsible for this or why is she responsible for that. And if I were to have a real life conversation with her, the moment she would question a question be like that would be the last time that we would have that conversation. Meaning, the moment I hear her say that, I'm like, you know what, you have a great day. And then we'll be done talking, because I immediately understand that you are not naturally this type of person. And not only that, but even if I were to pursue you, I would have to help you unlearn so much behavior. And the one thing about helping somebody unlearn something is you have to fight them the entire way down, especially women, and then help build them back up. And that process is extremely exhausting and not my job. Usually it's the job of her father or brother or cousin, just a man who doesn't want to sleep with her, who ultimately cares for her and wants her to be successful. So if a woman doesn't have that, any type of man like that in her life, and she didn't pursue it on her own, I'm sorry, I'm not going to help you, and I can't help you. And so I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a you're right, have a good day, and I'm going to move on. But I can guarantee the type of women that who are confident and they're questioning everything behavior, yes, they're able to sleep with a lot of men that are good looking or men that they find sexually desirable, but I can guarantee you that's the only thing that they're being used for. Most men who are in leadership positions and dominant positions, when they meet a woman like that, they're like, yeah, I already understand which category this lady's going to be in, and they leave her there. And she has to question whether or not what is she doing wrong over and over and over again. But the reality of the situation is the mindset is holding you back, and the mindset will always hold you back until you decide to become a student and worry about yourself and your position when it comes to that man, and not worrying about why the man has a philosophy that he has. So that's going to be it for this video. Again, what would you do in this situation? How would you handle this woman in this situation? And if you are so kind enough, let me know how do you lead in a relationship when a woman decides that she wants to take you seriously, or when she wants to be in your life? Do you have any protocols that she must follow? Do you have any tests that she must complete in order to solidify herself as a position in your life? Let me know. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.